Hey guys, we're here with Vicky today. The last time we were on site, we took a look at wood flooring. So today we are going to be looking at paint samples together. I brought all of my large paint swatches, hung them up in the corresponding spaces, and we're gonna walk through and get Vicky's opinion on them.
I'm Brett Seidel, the owner and principal designer of Lewis & Rose Interiors, a residential interior design firm located in booming Frisco, Texas. We are so excited to bring you everything from practical design tips and tricks, to fun room reveals, to informative interviews, and of course, a whole lot of really beautiful designs. Like, subscribe, and then comment with your thoughts and questions. We love hearing from you and can't wait to share with you some truly fun and inspiring content. So welcome.
In the front, this is the Alabaster by Sherwin Williams that I was telling you about. So this is kind of our tried and true white that we're gonna be showing throughout the house. So we obviously are planning for a really grand built-in right here for Matt's office. So for the surrounding walls and the ceiling, I'm suggesting we go with the Alabaster just to keep it nice and fresh, and then coming in with a nice deep tone for the built-in. So we have two tones here. The great thing about hanging them up in the space, like I said earlier, is we get all the natural light, which I wanted to make sure we had one that was a true black and then one that had sort of a navy undertone to it. So this one is Cyberspace and this one is Black Magic. The nice thing about both of these is that since he has a lot of monitors, they're gonna hide that when you come in the entry. So it's gonna kind of disguise all of that that's sitting on his desk area, but they both do have sort of a different tone to them. And we are suggesting that we do some oak wood with it as well. So there will be a little bit of a contrast there.
I think I really like the navy versus the black. I don't know, I'm really drawn to this. I can picture like some nice hardware kind of matching that. Maybe like, I don't know, brass or gold or something.
Yep.
That, it feels more like, I don't know, masculine. And it could be that his office right now is just so dark and black that the navy kind of seems nice.
It's a great middle ground too, especially since we're gonna be doing furnishings in the rest of the space too. That'll help keep it masculine. It will help hide the monitors, but it'll be soft enough. How do you feel about the Alabaster color?
I love that color.
Yeah.
We were actually at Sherwin Williams the other day and I picked that out and I really liked it. Yeah. So would this also be the whole thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So trim, walls, and ceiling. It'll just be a different finish on the paint, which I'll call that out in all the schedules. Okay. So basically for trim work, we always do a satin finish. Okay. Basically, it's just the sheen to it. You can tell even on these walls, the difference in the sheen. And then for the ceilings, we'll do a flat, and for the walls, we'll do an eggshell.
Okay.
So the nice thing about the door here is that we could stop it right here. Like if, say we wanted to do the trim work in here, a different color than we did out here.
Okay.
We would stop it on the inside here.
Okay.
That way there's a clear termination and it's not messing with the visual out here. But that's a segue into the selections for out front. So this bottom one is Alabaster. So if we want to just keep it really nice crisp, and then this one is agreeable gray. This one's reading a little bit of a purpley blue undertone to me in here, which I think is still really beautiful. But I wanted to show you something that was still that crisp white, and then something that had a little bit of taupiness and gray to it. I think either would be really nice, and I would suggest, again, we do it all the same color. So wall, trim, ceiling.
If it's all the same, I think I like the Alabaster.
Okay.
I like this, but I think I would only like it if it was accented with like,
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With this trim, I don't think I could do all. I'm so over gray.
There we go. That's why we got two options. No, I totally understand. thoughts for this front dining room. Since we get a lot of really beautiful natural light in here, we can go with something that has a little moodiness to it. I wanted to show kind of two different variances in terms of like the deepness of the color. So on top we have a deeper green, and then below we have a really nice medium tone green. They both have sort of that like smoky kind of finish to it, right? They're not overly saturated, which I wanted to make sure that if we're implementing a color in this first room off of the entry, that it has that sophistication level to it, but still something that's gonna feel cozy, because this is obviously the dining where you're gonna be gathering for meals. Off of first glance, do you have one that you're feeling drawn to? Are you feeling?
Is that Retreat on top?
Retreat on top, yep. And the bottom one is Acacia Haze.
Okay, I think I like them both. It's hard to choose.
Yeah.
I think I like Retreat. Would we paint this green or leave it?
You could do either or.
Okay.
We could go, if you didn't want to paint this green, we could go with an alabaster, but I will say trim work looks really beautiful painted the same as the wall. It's kind of a little designer trick.
Okay.
Just because it's a little bit different than the normal. Basically, if we keep this white, you're gonna get much more of that like classic feel, whereas if you paint it all, you'll get that moodier feel, if that makes sense.
I like Retreat.
Yeah, I like that one too. All right, we made our selections today, which is great. So I'm gonna put the list together for the contractor, and the next time I'll see you is design presentation. Yay! If you'd like to keep following along with this story, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you saw any paints today that you really loved, go ahead and put it in the comments, and we will see you next time.